12 things poor people don't know about money. 1. Anybody can have money. To most people, wealth is only reserved for certain individuals. They think that they can't be rich unless they hold a political office, inherit companies, or are born into a wealthy family, but they've got it all wrong. There isn't a shortage of money under the sun, only a shortage of people who think about money the right way. To become rich, you have to eliminate your sense of scarcity and limitation. So many billionaires right now started from nothing but made it to the top. Eventually, take Howard Schultz, Oprah Winfrey, Roman Abramovich, Larry Ellison, Leonardo Del Vecchio. For example, they didn't come from well-off backgrounds, but they're among the wealthiest people in the world today, and this is because they had a different mindset when it comes to people who can make money. 2. It's harder to keep money than to make it. Poor people have the impression that making money is tough, but almost all of them have made money before and will probably continue making some in the future. Keeping money is the hard part. There are no secrets when it comes to making money. You either get a job, sell a product, or service. That's basically it. People just don't know how to keep and make more of it. A lot of people are spending money that they don't have. Your ability to save money is determined by your spending habit. The more you spend, the less you have to save and put into good use. Alex had a Skype call with John McAfee, the antivirus multimillionaire who's managed to lose almost all of it, including his freedom, despite earning in excess of $100 million from the sale of his antivirus software to Intel. His stance was that making money is one of the easiest things in the world, but not losing it is very difficult. If you don't know what you're doing, statistically, the average person saves less than 10% of the wealth they generate in their lifetimes. The rest is simply consumed. 3. $1 million a year isn't a lot of cash. $1 million isn't worth as much as it used to be back in the day. The idea has always been, if I only get my hands on $1 million, I'll without a doubt be set for life. But what people fail to understand is that money is devalued every year. Even those who are currently making $1 million can vouch for the fact that it is not as much as most people think. Being a millionaire in this day and age isn't as hard as it used to be. Nowadays, millionaires are popping up on every corner. So if making $1 million is all you're aiming for, think again. Money is always losing its worth, and of just settling for the mill, reach far beyond. 4. Ideas are worth nothing without execution. What's an idea without execution? Practically nothing. A lot of people out there have ideas that have the potential to turn into something big and lucrative. Problem is, not many people execute them. You have an awesome idea in your head, but what are you gonna do about it? Rich people are thriving because they act on their ideas. They come up with a plan and go with it. It may work out, it may not, but how will you ever know if you don't do anything about it? Facebook, Google, and TikTok have one thing in common that allow them to crush their competitors, MySpace, Yahoo, and Vine respectively, and that's their execution. A franchise like Starbucks is excelling well for the same reason. How hard could it be to make coffee with milk? But it's how they executed the idea that's making them millions. If you're enjoying and getting value from this video so far, show some support by hitting the like button. Done. Awesome. Now let's go to 5. Make money while you sleep or you'll never be rich. Time is a standard resource because we all have the same amount of it. Everyone has 24 hours in a day to do whatever they want to. So how did the rich do it? They know full well that they can't do everything on their own, and that's why they have people do it for them. Who says that generating wealth should be limited to you alone? You don't have to be the machine that makes money, but rather build a machine that makes money for you. There's so much more to life than just work and struggling to pay the bills. Life has a lot more to offer, so just remember that when you're out there trying to balance a 9-to-5 job, family, and friends, not getting enough sleep, someone else is out there relaxing peacefully, his account growing fatter by the minute. 6. You can pay little to no money in tax if you start a business. Rich people pay little to no taxes at all, and this is why they don't identify themselves as employees of the company or business they own, and so everything they spend money on that's in any way beneficial to the business is taxed on the company and not on them as individuals. Most of the taxes taken from the company is made from profits, which is the amount of expenses subtracted from the revenue. That's why they spend money on private jets, meals with clients at expensive restaurants, and work trips as their deductibles. And so basically the rich just continue to live lavishly, as everything they spend money on is at the company's expense. And just to get a better idea of this, where corporations pay 0 to 3 on taxes, the average American pays 27 while Europeans pay close to 50. So maybe try starting a business of your own and see how much you're likely to save from paying fewer taxes. 7. Focus on increasing income instead of cutting down costs. It's natural for people to try and get the best deals and save a few bucks on items purchased here and there, but sometimes it's wise to step back and ask yourself, am I really saving anything at all? You'll find someone driving around town for hours visiting different stores, and all to save $5 on a tube of toothpaste. There's nothing you've saved there really. If anything, you've lost precious more. The same time and effort could be used to make yourself more valuable. Maybe try learning a few new skills online that could help you land a better paying job. No matter how hard you try, there will always be a limit on how much you save, but never on how much you can earn. 8. Wealth is acquired with time. Poor people always have this fantasy where somehow the stars are aligned in their favor and they strike gold. They always want to get rich fast and easy, but it doesn't work that way. Trying their luck buying lottery tickets just hoping to hit the jackpot. Do you know of any wealthy individuals who buy lottery tickets? Well, that's because they're busy looking for ways to build their wealth through their own efforts. Amassing wealth doesn't just happen overnight. It takes time. There's this false belief you need huge chunks of cash to make more money. You can start a small business with the little you have and slowly make a profit. You may not see the gains at first, but with time you'll reap the results. A wall is built brick by brick, so stop waiting for someone else to make you rich. 9. Never borrow money that doesn't go towards making more money. There's nothing wrong with borrowing money. Sometimes things happen and emergencies come up and you don't have much of a choice, but there are a couple of questions you should ask yourself first. Where are you getting this money from? Most people offer loan shark-like institutions which take advantage of their desperation to make money. They usually end up paying back huge sums in interest because of failing to see the fine print before signing a contract. The other thing to think about is what you're using this money for. It's not surprising that people go through the trouble of getting a loan only to buy something that they don't necessarily need. Why borrow cash only to spend it on a game console or a new wardrobe when you could use it to make more money? Borrowing money goes both ways. You either do it to make more of it or purchase things that are pointless. Sadly, many don't know the difference, and in the end you're left with this huge debt that you don't even know where to begin to pay it back. And the moment you're in the position of having to give someone else money, you're making them rich while you remain poor. 10. You earn in proportion to your ability to use the tools you have at your disposal. We're so used to having these things around us that we sometimes forget that tools and resources are meant to generate more wealth. Your phone is a great example of a tool you could use to your benefit. You could use it to sell stuff online, or even go to YouTube and learn a few skills that could help you make cash. Yet a lot of people use it to watch TikTok compilations and scroll through Instagram. You could use your laptop to tutor students online, teach a language, or even make blog. Tools are multipliers, yet people use them for status. Rich people usually spend money on things that serve a purpose. There are so many things in your possession that you're just sitting on that could make you money, and the sooner you realize that, the sooner you could get rich. If you associate with poor people, you will be poor. Don't expect to learn how to make money from people who don't talk about money or think of how to be rich. Rich folks mingle with people who challenge them and talk about new ways of making money. You can choose to be rich by choosing who you associate with. Such relationships pass on good habits, positive mindset, and enthusiasm. You'll find that your life improves significantly the more time you spend with them. If you think you can learn how to make money from poor, unambitious people, you have another thing coming. To hang around positive and self-motivated people who will challenge you to be more creative and determined. 12. College has nothing to do with making money. Getting a college education doesn't exactly translate to financial freedom. Having a bachelor's degree, master's, or PhD doesn't guarantee wealth. Having one doesn't mean you know anything about making money. Colleges are designed to teach you how to be a good employee. After you graduate, they don't really teach you how to be rich. So people should get it out of their heads that having a college education automatically makes them rich. Strive to get a financial education as well. Read financial journals and books to help you get ahead. Attend financial conferences if possible. It'll all go a long way. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, welcome and consider subscribing for more awesome content like this. With that said, have a great day you guys, and I'll see you all in the next one.